Alright, full transparency before we get into this video. I'm wearing yesterday's makeup. I slept in my braids because I don't know how to braid my own hair, so when I get someone else to do it, I ride it out for as long as possible. These glasses don't have lenses. They're solely to make me look somewhat smarter than I actually am, and I haven't eaten anything today, so my stomach's touching my back. Hey guys, it's Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm a mess. Now today's story time I have tried to film on 2 occasions and I just never liked how it turned out. I think it's because I tried to make it seem like what I did was justifiable, and now I feel like I've just come to terms with the fact that I was a whore. What I did was really bad. So let's just get into the story of how I slept with my best friend's fiance. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to. I post videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, sometimes other days because I'm a piece of shit. So I met this girl named Alex in a transgender support group, and she lived very, very close to me. She seemed like a really cool person, and we had been texting like back and forth on Facebook for a few days, and then she messaged me one night and said, "Hey, I'm having a party for Cinco de Mayo. If you want to come over, you're more than welcome to. We're just gonna play beer pong, drink, smoke, do all that kind of stuff." I was super bored at the time. I really had no friends either. This was like towards the beginning of my transition. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, get over your social anxiety. Just go and have fun. So I get to her house. She introduces me to all of her friends. They're super nice. And I end up meeting her roommate, and her roommate's name is Megan. And we automatically like hit it off really fast because I'm the kind of person, if I'm drinking, I'm gonna go ham. I don't drink anymore, but when I used to, I wouldn't just drink to like relax. I would drink to like fuck people's lives up. So we were the only ones who would like constantly take shots together. We were having so much fun, and it was just a really fun time. Now, there was a guy at this party named Connor. As soon as he walked into the door, I immediately drew my eyes to him. He was so attractive. I thought he was like the hottest fucking guy I'd ever seen in my life. He was white though, so like I don't understand how I thought that. Anyway, so I saw him, super attractive, very just alluring personality in general. You could tell that he knew everyone, everyone was drawn to him, and I think that me being the only person there who didn't know him, he automatically wanted to get me on his side. I find that people who are friends with everyone tend to have that personality trait of like everyone needs to like me, and that's definitely I think how he is. He came up to me and approached me, and he asked me if I wanted to be his beer pong partner, and I was like, yeah, sure, like I love beer pong and you're like really fucking hot, so why the fuck not? So we end up playing beer pong. The night goes on. I get super fucking wasted, and apparently at one point in the night we go outside because one of the other people who was at the party, apparently when they were walking to the party, because they lived in the neighborhood, a cop passed by and they had a bag of weed in their hands, so they dropped it on the street in case the cop pulled them over. So we were on the mission to go find this sack of weed. So me and Connor go along with these 2 other guys to go find this bag, and me and Connor are walking behind them, just kind of talking, and then all of a sudden he just grabs me and starts making out with me, and I was like, okay, I fuck with that. So we're like making out, and as soon as we get back to the house after finding the bag, we immediately go in Alex's bed because she was sleeping with Megan for the night. And we did some things. We didn't have sex, but we like fooled around and stuff. So around 6 in the morning, I wake up in a panic because I wasn't supposed to fall asleep. I was supposed to go home because my parents were waiting for me. My dad's like blowing up my phone. So I tell Connor, I'm like, hey, can you bring me home? I really have to go home. Super cool about it. He was like, yeah, of course. He drops me off, like kisses me, and then I leave. Fast forward a few months later, I got busted for smoking weed, and my parents kicked me out of my house. And over that amount of time, I had really built friendships with Alex and Megan and Connor. And Alex and Megan lived together, so they welcomed me into their home to live with them because I got kicked out. Now, this is where things get a little tricky. During the time leading up to me getting kicked out of my house, I found out some things, and they were things that didn't make me happy, but I tried to just ignore them. So basically, Connor is Megan's ex-fiance, and apparently they had a huge blowout. Connor cheated on her, and they hadn't talked for a while, and apparently the Cinco de Mayo party was the first time that they were ever in the same room for like months. I found that out and I told Megan about what happened, and I told Megan that I had a crush on Connor because she was my best friend and I am a very transparent person. I wanted to be open with her. So basically I come out to Megan, I tell her everything, how I have feelings for him, and she's super nice about it. She's like, look, we've been best friends for a few months. I really do trust you. If I wanted any of my friends to be with him, it would be you. And that's a line that I clearly remember her saying. She said it multiple times. If I wanted any of my friends to be with Connor, it would be you. So I was like, okay, great. Like, thank you. So after moving in with them, Connor would come to the house to hang out because we were all friends. We had hooked up a few times within the period of me living there. And, you know, Megan never found out. We never like went out of our way for her to notice because that's disrespectful. She lives in the house with us. I get it. So everything's Gucci, everything's great. Me and Connor, we're not like dating, but we're like talking. It's whatever. One day, my heart gets broken. Connor texts me and he's like, hey, I really think that we should just be friends. You know, it's kind of weird, you know, flirting and doing all this stuff around Megan. I don't want to make her uncomfortable. And I kind of saw it coming, but I was like, sure, like, I get it. I get it. We can just be friends. But when Victoria likes someone and they just want to be friends, that doesn't work. Like, if I already sucked your dick and your dick has been inside of me, we can't just be friends anymore because, like, his dick game was mean. So, like, why would I want to be friends? So I just played along. I was like, okay, Connor, we can be friends. Shortly after that, we hooked up again, and simultaneously, Connor and Megan started talking again in like a relationship way. They weren't officially dating, but they would definitely spend time with each other. He would come over and sleep with her. It was just very shitty. Do you guys hear how messy this all is? Like, it's just so nasty. So, one night we have a party at my house, and it was a party to end all parties for Victoria Wiggins because at this time, Connor and Megan are talking, and I'm just a jealous fucking bitch because I'm a Scorpio, and if I fuck with you, but then you're fucking with someone else, I'm gonna get really, really jealous. I am just annoyed. I'm just literally sitting at this party like, okay, okay, you're kissing Megan right now. I see you. I see you. I don't like it. It's about 4 a.m. in the morning. And when parties last until 4 in the fucking morning, they usually don't end well. And it didn't. So me and Connor are the only ones awake. We're playing beer pong in the kitchen, just like one versus one. And I ended up beating him because, you know, I'm the beer pong legend. And he kind of just like sat on the floor afterwards because he was really drunk. And also he was like, oh no, you beat me, and just like fell to the floor. So I go over there to help him up, and I give him my hands to pick him up. And as soon as I pick him up, he just grabs my fucking face and shoves his tongue down my throat. And I'm just like, okay, I got what I want. I'm happy. So I hear footsteps coming from the hall next to the kitchen, and it's Megan, and she has come to the kitchen to grab a glass of water. Little did she know she was witnessing what was about to be a pure pussy pounding. Connor had already had his pants off. It was about to go down. I don't know why we were in the kitchen. I think I was just not thinking clearly. Also, I was a hoe, so I really didn't care when I sucked dick, where I did it. I just wanted to do it. Megan sees us interacting sexually and literally just grabs a glass of water and looks at us and is like, are you serious? And then just walks back into her room. And at this point, I feel like she's annoyed but not mad because that reaction didn't really make it seem like she was mad. So I was like, okay, whatever. Good night. She went to her room. Now we continued making out, and 3 seconds later, not even 3 seconds of her being in her room, she comes out, and instead of coming into the kitchen, she walks into my room. And I'm like, Oh, honey, I'm not in there. Why are you in my room? Get out of my fucking room. And all of a sudden, I just see my things being slung into the hallway. My makeup, my fucking pillows, my fucking laptop, which she almost broke, but she didn't. She broke my fucking Naked 3 palette. That was really annoying. Thanks. Bought a new one though. And she's just throwing all my shit into the hallway. She's like, "You're a fucking whore. You're a fucking slut. I want you out. I don't want you living here anymore." And it was just very, very dramatic. The night continued to unfold. She got super upset, went in her room, is bawling her eyes out. Of course, Connor still has feelings for her, so he's literally trying to get in, but she won't let him in. So he slept at the door like a little dog. It was so pathetic. I really just felt like a side piece hoe in this moment because it was just like, damn, Connor doesn't really care for you at all. Like, he just wants Megan back. So I go in Alex's room. I'm talking to her. I sleep with her. And I feel like at this point, it just all built up. I had been staying there for a few months, and I feel like I was past my welcome. And this was just kind of the final straw. Alex was like, "Yeah, to be honest, like, you're probably gonna have to leave tomorrow." And I did just that. I woke up the next morning and I tried to talk to Megan, try to like reconcile some things. But she wasn't having it, and I got kicked out. That is when I moved back into my parents' house. They let me come back, thank God. And that is the story of how I slept with my roommate's fiance. So, yeah. Now, luckily, I feel like this was a blessing in disguise because once I moved back here, I was able to start my YouTube channel. This all probably happened 2 weeks before I posted my first video ever. And yeah, like it all kind of worked out. So blessings in disguise are definitely real. All of my social media is in the description: Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Check those out. Again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.